With New Year's right around the corner and Christmas coming up, it is more important than ever to know how you're going to start the new year. And my advice would be to start your New Year's resolution now. We're a few weeks away from Christmas, depending on when you watch this. Maybe we're past New Year's. Either way, you need to start today because the best idea you start needs to be today. So without further ado, we're going to get into the best New Year's resolutions that everybody should be doing. This is going to be a tier list, so I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everywhere in between for what you should be doing for the new year. Alright, starting out, we have the ZA. Now, I think that this can be useful for some people, but if you aren't already dependent on it, do not do it. It just builds something that you don't need. It's expensive. That is going to be D tier. Next, we're going to have no nicotine. Now, nicotine can actually be useful for you. And a lot of people who are lame and don't smoke cigars are going to tell you to never use nicotine. But no nicotine is kind of lame. You can use it in a good way if you want to. I'm going to put that in C tier. The next one, waking up early. I firmly believe if you wake up early, you're going to make more money than the person who wakes up later than you. Waking up early, A tier, for sure. The next one is going to be getting out in nature, hiking. I genuinely think that hiking and getting out in nature can be beneficial. Vitamin D levels are so important, especially if you don't have a happy feeling inside your soul. The sun will fix that, I guarantee it. Hiking, I'm going to put that in B tier. It's cool, but definitely more you need to do to get better. When it comes to food, this looks like a nice whole foods diet. Milk, vegetables, meats. That's going to be the first Giga Chad level S tier. That is the absolute best thing you could do to turn your life around is change your diet. You are what you eat. Getting a good night's sleep. Now that is pretty big too. I really think sleeping is super important. But sometimes when you're first starting, you do have to sacrifice some sleep. You may have to get up early. You may have to stay up late working. I'm going to put that in C tier. Going to the gym, lifting weights. I'm going to put that, you know where I'm going to put that. Going to the gym. Getting in physical shape is super important. It's going to change the way you view life. It changed the way I view life. And I'm going to put that all the way top at S tier. I believe this next one is referring to cold showers. I think cold showers are super important. If you want to lower your cortisol, get that dopamine spike away from your phone, cold showers, I'm going to put that up in B tier. No ALC. This is a big one. Some people can handle it. Some people can't, but what you do have to acknowledge is that ALC, you know what I'm talking about, is poison. The reason you get that feeling when you drink it is because it's poisoning your body with microdose levels. So I'm going to put that in C because I do believe it's okay to enjoy yourself once in a while, but it is healthier if you abstain. Yoga, I believe this one is, or stretching. We're going to say yoga. Yoga is D tier. It's kind of lame. Next one, Hamza. I assume watching him. Yeah, cool. I think you should watch me better, so I'm going to put him in D tier. I don't know what this next one is. Social interaction, we're going to say. We're going to say social interaction. That's what this is. I think for sure that social interaction is huge. You can catch vibrations and energies from other people, whether you realize it or not. It's actually something subconscious that happens within your body, and you don't even realize it. So I think maximizing your social interaction, maximizing the energies that you're around is going to make your energy a lot better. And it's something that everybody should partake in, is being conscious of the people you're around. I'm going to put that in A tier. Next one, we have getting closer to the sun. I'm going to say that this is what that is. Getting closer to the sun, vitamin D, like I said, it's the most important nutrient to our body. I'm going to put that in A tier. It's really hard to beat that. Next, we have mewing or mewing. For those of you that don't know, it's just posture. So an example of not mewing is mouth breathing. All mewing is tongue, roof of your mouth, good posture, good jaw. I do it all the time. It's definitely changed my jawline. I think everybody should mew at all times. Mewing. It's going to go into A tier. We're going to skip that one. We already kind of did it. Scheduling your week. Huge. If you can stick to a calendar, that's what all the most successful people on the earth are doing. That's for sure S tier. If you don't schedule your day, you're leaving it up to chance. Affirmations. Now, affirmations are huge. Think about this. If you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself, today's going to be a great day. I cannot wait to go to work. I cannot wait to see my friends, my family. Versus somebody who wakes up and says, oh, it's Monday. oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, I need coffee. That mindset is not going to get you anywhere. That mindset is going to keep you in bed. You're going to stay exactly where you already were. If you don't want change, if you're happy with your life, sure, be negative. But if you want to use these positive affirmations to move yourself forward, I welcome it. That's going to go in B tier. I think that's solid. Helping an old lady cross the street, or kindness in general. Kindness is so much different from niceness. It's especially when you're talking to women, especially when you're talking to your friends. If you're nice to them all the time, everybody has this nice person in their group or nice person that wants to date them. You just give them, they're just hard to respect because when you're so nice, it's so obvious that you're covering up for something that you're lacking on the inside. Kindness, on the other hand, is you know it's the right thing to do and you genuinely want to make the world a better place. That's the difference between kindness and niceness. Kindness is going to go into A tier. Kindness, you should be kind to absolutely everybody. The next one is going to be fasting. I don't see the benefit in it. Calories in versus calories out is the way to lose or gain weight. You can do it if you really want. I do fast sometimes, but that's just because I'm a very busy guy. But as far as something you need to do for the New Year's, D tier. Running. So I was actually talking to my best friend about this yesterday. Running increases your cortisol. Because you got to think, when you used to run, people used to run, humans, you're running away from something or you're running towards something. You needed so much energy to achieve this goal, and that's why you were running. So your body's like, oh, what's going on? And cortisol is suppressant to testosterone. And you guys know testosterone, what makes you look like a man, what gives you big muscles. So I think running is good. It's good exercise. I prefer walking. So we're going to put running in C tier. Drinking water every day, S tier. 2 gallons of water every day, minimum, man or woman. Writing. I think writing is the best way to learn. And learning is so important because it's one of the only things you can never get enough of. You can never learn enough stuff. And I challenge you, if you want to achieve any goal and you don't know a whole lot about it yet, for example, if you want to learn how to go to the gym and how to be successful in the gym, write a book about going to the gym. They're going to say, hey, what do you mean write a book about it? I don't know anything about it. That's how you learn. Writing and thinking are such similar processes. They coincide with each other so much. You'll get into deep thought, deep learning. Writing is huge. I recommend you write all the time. A tier. Meditation. Meditation is a solid B tier. It can clear your mind, but it's also time that you're not using bettering yourself necessarily. It can be useful, but be careful not to do it too much, not to get lost in it. This is going to be like looks maxing. I think looks maxing is huge for your confidence. I do certain things to make myself what I feel to be more appealing. I think you should at least look into it. Definitely do your eyebrows first, fix your posture, do those sorts of things right away. If you want a more detailed instruction manual on how to looks max, check my YouTube channel. But looks maxing is going to go to A tier. Sauna. I think heat exposure is amazing. It's good for your testosterone. Cold exposure is not so good for your testosterone, so be careful of that. Not sure if that's on this list, but sauna's going to go B tier. If you got one, use it. Posture. 100%. Posture can change the way you view the world, people view you, your aura, so to speak. Super easy. If you want to learn exactly how to have good posture, check my YouTube. But I will give you some sauce right now. What you really want to do, have your neck back, so you're in a straight line from your neck all the way to your tailbone, chin down, eyebrows low, tongue roof your mouth. You're going to feel like a much more confident person with that sort of posture. No fap. I think this is absolute S tier. So many people just get lost in doing this all day, all night. It's not good. You can get away with it if you're really strict, but no, not worth it. Reading, we're going to put reading in A tier. You can learn so much from reading. I'm going to put podcasts in there as well. If you have any good podcasts that you want to listen to, drop them down in the comments so we could all learn together. But I personally like Hormozy. Yeah, there's a lot of good podcasts out there for sure. So podcast, reading, great. Gratitude changes everything. Gratitude, that goes along with the other one. We're going to put it in the same one as affirmations right next to it. B tier. Smiling. Smiling and having an aura of happiness around you will never hurt a situation, ever. If you're a respectable person and you smile, people make people happy, it's going to look good. On the other hand, if you're some dork who's just walking around smiling for nothing, right, no reason, it's inauthentic, you're going to look like a dork. So don't do it if you're like that. But if it's calibrated right, smiling is A tier. No social media. Now, I think this is D tier. That's one of the worst ideas you could ever do is stay off social media, because you're going to get yourself out of the loop. You're going to feel bad. You're going to think about it all the time. Stay on social media. Just limit the time you're on. Next, we're going to go to no, you know the word, absolutely no substances. Nothing like that you should ever partake in. We're going to say that that's crossing that out. That's, D tier. Anything like that, if you're partaking in any substances, it's not good. Stay away from them all. No video games. Now, some people can get too into video games and do them when they're not supposed to. I'm going to say no video games is a solid B tier. Some people can use video games to improve their mental state, calm themselves down, but for the most part, there's a lot of distracting. So, no video games, B tier. Next, we have building a relationship. Now, building a relationship is good if that's what you want. But if as a man you're not ready to protect or provide, or as a woman you're not ready to give yourself and put yourself in a relationship and be faithful and loyal, I think it can distract you from the other ways in your life. If you're ready, perfect. If you're not, don't do it. Relationship's going to go to C tier because it depends on the person. Supplements, S tier. And I'm going to tell you right now what supplements you should take every single day. Vitamin D, number one. It's the only nutrient that your body makes. Vitamin D, help it out when the sun's out. Perfect. Vitamin D. Magnesium glycinate. It'll help you sleep. It helps your digestion. It's going to make you more mentally clear, smarter, faster, stronger. Magnesium glycinate is huge. Third and final supplement you should take every day is a digestive enzyme. Your gut health controls your skin. It controls your brain. There's so much that your gut has to do with. Take a digestive enzyme. Give it a little boost when you're digesting your food. And that's going to be it. Those are the ones that I'm ranking. I feel good about this list. Food, gym, scheduling, water, posture, mental clarity. That's towards the top. Things that are towards the bottom are substances, things that take away from what you should be doing. Fasting, it's kind of lame. Hamza, he's not as good as me, so it's going to be towards the bottom. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you disagree with anything, let me know. But if you want to learn more about looks maxing, if you want to learn more about self-improvement, if you want to make yourself a better man or woman, subscribe and get the hell out of here.